All right, what is up, tycoons? What's up, traders? Super excited for today's video. We're going to take a look at Metahero, okay, ticker symbol HERO on the daily time frame. We're going to go over some of the key levels that you really need to pay attention to, why we use these levels and how I came up with those. And then we're also going to go over the bullish price targets to the upside, as well as taking a look at the MACD and the RSI and how you can use these to help spot potential entries and exits. So make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and we're going to jump straight into it. So, Metahero, just like most of the crypto market, started the year off in 2023 very, very strong, right? And we're starting to see some pullbacks afterwards. Now, one thing that I want to mention, okay, is that, nothing is going to move in a straight line up or in a straight line down, right? Rather, what you're going to do is you're going to get a move up, a retracement, aka pullback, and then a continuation of the trend, or you're going to get a move up, retracement, and then you'll see some consolidation and break through those retracement levels, okay? And that's how you can spot a reversal. So what we're doing here is we're actually using the three most common and well-respected retracement levels. Those are the 38.2, the 50%, and the 61.8% levels using the Fibonacci retracement tool. Okay, and so you can see that we've had this big move up and we're retracing now to our 61.8% level. This is at 0.004395. If we end up breaking below these three levels, we're going to be bearish below there because I just showed you guys, that's going to be the signs of a potential reversal is breaking through those major retracement levels. But above here, we have the possibility to continue bullishness and really try to push up higher. Now, we need to be mindful of any dead cat bounces that would look something like this, where we come here, we bounce, and we just consolidate in this region, ultimately to break back down below. You definitely need to be mindful of that. Okay, but ultimately, we're going to be bullish above 0.004395 to look to see if we can continue the uptrend. Now, we need to be cautious of a couple things, okay? And so one of them being a double top. So let's say we bounce up here and we come back up to our recent highs. We do have the potential to put in a double top and then ultimately form an M pattern based off the double top. So if we do get a rally, definitely pay close attention to some of our recent highs, set some alerts there so that way you can be prepared just in case we don't get a breakout and hit the bullish price targets and we actually start to pull back down below. Okay. Now, when it comes to the MACD and the RSI, you can actually use this to help you guys spot possible entries and exits. Now, of course, this video is not financial advice, but rather just going over some key data on the charts. These candlesticks are nothing but data, and I'm going to show you guys how to use a couple indicators, right? So with the MACD, you can use it for an entry signal whenever you see this red line crossing above the blue line. So we can see the red line crosses above the blue line in this region here, and that really happened right before we started our real big rally to start off the year in 2023. Now you can also use it for exit signals. So if you take a look right here, you see that we have the red line crossed below right at this time over here on the chart, and we've gotten a significant pullback to our major retracement level. Okay, so it worked good for an entry here, it worked good for an exit. If you want to be bullish on Hero right now, one thing that you could look for is the MACD to cross above the blue line on the MACD and ultimately get above 0. Okay, that could be a possible bullish indicator that you want to pay attention to. Now, on top of the MACD, you can also use the relative strength index. Okay, and so the way I like to use it is to spot divergences. All right, and if you're not familiar with that, take a look at the circles we have on the chart. We have a high right here, then we have a higher high, and then we have a higher high here up again. Ultimately, we're in an uptrend clearly, right? Well, if you take a look at your relative strength index, we actually have a high, an equal high, and an equal high. So the relative strength index remained flat throughout this time as the price of the token was going up higher. So in this case, we would have a slight bearish divergence because the RSI isn't in a complete downtrend. Rather, it's just remaining flat and holding the same levels while the price of the token is going higher. And sure enough, if you look here, we get that bearish divergence hit again right here. And then shortly afterwards, we get the MACD sell signal. So that's kind of really two indicators that we're looking at to say we could have some type of a pullback. All right. And sure enough, we did get that pullback. Now, there is something known as hidden divergences, and in this case, we have a hidden bullish divergence. So I'm going to cover that real quick for you so you can learn about that as well. So look here how on the token we have a low, and then we have a higher low, right? So now the token's still in an uptrend, right, making higher lows. But if you look at your RSI, we actually have a low, and then we have a significantly lower low. So what that term would be is a hidden bullish divergence, okay? And it means that we may see some type of bullish activity. We may possibly get a bounce. So we have some hidden bullish divergence here, and we're testing our major 61.8% level. There is a chance that we could get a slight bounce up here or some type of a bigger move, right? Now, none of these divergences or strategies are 100% guaranteed, but when you can start to combine some of them together, such as combining the bearish divergence with the MACD exit signal, then you see we get the nice move down. Okay, we're going to look to see, maybe potentially there is a chance where we could get this hidden bullish divergence combined with a MACD entry signal that could possibly be an indicator that we're going to get a nice move up. Now, just because we have the hidden bullish divergence doesn't mean that we can't break below our major retracement level. Okay, so that's why we're paying close attention to 0.00439. And if we're able to go above there, okay, our prior support levels, okay, are now going to be resistance at 0.004796 and 0.005198. If we can flip these back from resistance to support, that's when we have the possibility of hitting some of our bullish price targets around 0.006912, as well as we have 0.007597. Now, there's a lot of work to be done, and I just covered some of the work that needs to be done to get there. But one thing you want to keep in mind is that there are tons of catalysts happening right now in the stock market, okay? There's tons of inflation data coming out over the next couple of weeks. Jerome Powell is actually about to start speaking today. While these may not directly correlate to the stock market, a lot of these cryptos, what you'll see is that generally, there is a little bit of relation. So whenever risk on assets become under pressure, and typically cryptocurrency is considered a risk on assets, you'll see, the crypto market kind of perform similar to some of the risk on stocks, right? And so a lot of this bear market in this crypto winter has also coincided with the, bear market in the stock market. Okay. So, you do need to pay attention to some of the economic dates and economic data that's going to be coming out over the next few weeks. We've got a lot of inflation reports, then we get the next Fed rate hike. And, these could have a significant impact on the price of Hero as well as other cryptos in the market. So just keep that in mind and, use some of these technicals so that way you're not really caught by surprise, okay, is what I would say. So that way you're not caught by surprise by any unexpected moves, because price action always precedes the news. And so you'll see that more and more time as you really get some more experience and you start to get some screen time. You'll see that the price action is always going to precede the news. And then, shortly after a big move, then you'll see some type of news, right? But the move happens first instantly whenever whatever the catalyst is. And then you start to find out about the news a little bit more, and that can further drive price in the direction of that catalyst. So that's going to be it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. I do these viewer requests every single week. So if you want to see your stock, crypto, whatever token in the next video, all you got to do is comment down below and I'll get to it as soon as I can.